a way to make the old new again. We can add sets to her workout, and that works, or we can change up a fundamental workout. So in this case, she's doing a reverse lunge and she's doing a front raise together, making it a compound lift. There's coordination, which is a way of saying there's neuromuscular development. The brain talks to the body and kind of tells it the pathways to go on. Makes the old new again, and it challenges the body. The other thing she could always do is add more weight. But you know what? There's a point where that can become limiting, you know? Like I said, Kelly's very strong, but what are we gonna do? We're gonna try to throw like 50-pound dumbbells in her hands for that exercise? It's probably not gonna work. So what we do instead is we say, make it a compound lift, put it into a HIIT workout, do 3 sets, and let's find a way to make the old new again and stimulate the body to grow. So that's kind of the theme of today's workout. So here she's got a curtsy squat, which she knows really well. And we've done them with, you know, kettlebells, and we've gobleted those kettlebells, or we've done them with a dumbbell in each hand and suitcased them. We've put a sandbag on her back. But here it's just one direction with a little bit of timing. Just a little bit of something else for the brain to do. Some athletic development. You see her posture. Her depth, you can't go any lower. Driving up from the heel, knee behind the toes. So again, with someone like her who can do it so well, you either got to do like 4 or 5 sets, which again gets a little long in the tooth, or you got to add weight, which could be, you know, limiting or sometimes dangerous, or you got to do it differently, right? So today we're doing the transition of the dumbbell. Very smooth. And then she's got to work it the opposite way too. A big thing about, you know, something like this, again, is the athletic development, getting people to move different ways. They say you got to step out of your comfort zone, but a lot of people don't always know how to do that. It doesn't mean to feel unsafe. It doesn't mean to be dangerous. It just means that I know an exercise really well. Let me find a way to do it where I just have to make sure my focus is top notch, and I'm maybe just a little bit unsure as to how I'm going to do it. Not if I'm going to get hurt, but how am I going to do it? If I could do this exercise my normal way, 3 sets at 15 reps, and now we've changed it, can I still do that? I'm not sure. And because of that little bit of uncertainty, you are now reasonably challenged. If you absolutely know you could do something, while you might show confidence, you're not being challenged. And again, looking for consistency. I gave Kel a compliment on attention to detail. So, you know, now she's on the opposite side, and we're in the middle of her 3rd set, and we did a half hour of abs and arms before this, including a Sally routine, well, a Sally exercise. So, you know, there's a lot that the body's gone through. At this point, you know, to keep giving attention to detail is crucial, because when you get tired, that's when you make mistakes. Time, Kel. The next exercise is a variation on a lateral lunge. And again, we do lateral lunges until the cows come home. And she's done them lateral lunge one way, step together, go the other way. She stayed low and shift both ways. We've held kettlebells, we've gobleted weights, we've suitcased weights, we've put sandbags on. Let's do it today with a little transition of the dumbbell. Okay, so it's in her right hand. She steps back with her right leg, turns it in, brings it back. And going backwards, as I've said to Kelly here in today's workout, is always the scariest for folks. We don't often step backwards. Think about how confident you are walking forward, gang, but then when you start walking backwards, it's a little more hesitant, right? It's important to be able to move in all directions, forward, back, left, right, circular, whatever. But, you know, backwards motion, we're always a little hesitant on. Well, let's do that here and try to make her not only confident with full functional mobility, but take the old and make it new again with this lateral lunge. Again, see how the weight transitions, rotates. She's using her back and her arm to still the weight so it doesn't swing into her leg. There's almost a moment where the brakes, she hits the brakes. See how it slows and then comes back up? There's dynamic movement, but there's a pace to it. There's a skill to it. It's really good. Okay, so now she got to do the other side. feeling okay, Kel? So she's on 30-second interval before we go into the next side. Starting in her left hand, her left leg will step back and she'll transition it to the right hand. Give it a little corkscrew motion. Okay, Kel. Gives it a twist. And again, looking for consistency, right? As we go from one side to the other. Very, very good. Look at the consistency, gang. Again, this is her third set. She works hard. She's moving with a 15-pound dumbbell on all of these. I mean, things burn. It gets tiring. But it's all about where you put your focus, where you put your mind. If her form was getting sloppy or uncertain, I would tell her to rest or to stop. If she couldn't move confidently with the weight, we would have her lighten the weight. So it's just a matter of fighting the burn. The form is there. It's just fight the burn as long as you can. And again, this is non-dominant leg going back. But again, look at how confident and graceful it is. Good job, Kel. Thrusters. Thrusters are in the same family as burpees. And we do them as a great compound lift for the shoulders and for the quadriceps because you front load the weights. You get a little more quadriceps action. But they're so anaerobically taxing because you're working at the bottom and at the top. There's no rest in the exercise. So it's good for athletics and it's a great anaerobic challenge, but it's hard. She's got 15-pound dumbbells and she did 15 reps the last 2 sets. So we'll see what we get done here. I've been asking her to do these every week. I just think there's a lot of benefit to them. Just working on a lot of strength, a lot of toning with Kelly. Home stretch, Kel. Come on, Kel. Good job, my sister. Good job. You okay? Get some agua. And now see if I can talk her into doing the rowing machine.